This is a video to show you the few things that I've come across quite regularly when you guys have done your first couple check runs. The first thing I want to show you is when you're actually adding your documentation on that first time and scanning documentation, one thing that seems to be happening is when you take ownership of, so we'll take ownership of a document here, and when we go ahead and scan the supporting documentation, I believe what is happening is before you guys click the scan button, is you guys are actually going over to the indexes tab now and changing that to supporting documentation and then hitting scan. The problem with doing that first is then it actually changes your AP approval as well to a supporting documentation. And so then you guys have nothing in the workflow to prove. And I go back and I fix it for you. But as of right now, that's not necessarily a good fix. So we need to make sure that that's not happening. So let's go ahead and I'm going to walk you through this whole step really quick. So we're going to say, okay, this is an AP approval. We're going to click scan documentation right here. It's going to go ahead and kick off my scan. And then from there, it's going to show up asking you if you want to add more documentation. I'm going to go ahead and click no on that. From there, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to the indexing tab. And now we are going to change this document type from an AP expenditure approval to supporting documentation. Now we can click upload. Then we will go back to our tasks. Now I know there's a couple things that are really confusing here, how there's the upload documentation here. This upload documentation does not actually upload the document if you scan it. This upload documentation is used if you have digital documentation that was sent to you. So if you have a digital invoice, we don't want you to printing it to scan it. So that way you can just save it to your desktop and click upload and upload the document there. The two buttons that have to be pushed to get an AP approval moved out of this initial upload step is you have to click AP approval and this documentation has been added. Now this is going to go ahead and move on to the next document. From here, we go into the next thing that you have to do with everyone that you do is you have to go to your verification step and you actually have to come back in, take ownership of this and say that this document is approved. I would say that before you send this on to the directors, you would always come in and check for documentation. Make sure that all of your documentation, that your supporting documentation did go up and everything looks great. And then from there, you can click verified and that will go into Tina's queue. One other thing that we've noticed that has been happening is if you have an AP approval and you went ahead and entered it all into Tyler, and then right before you're getting ready to go, you realize that you had something else or the amount's different, that you have to go in and change it. The best thing to do is to actually go into your accounts payable project, search for your packet. So my particular packet number that I did was demo. So I'm going to go ahead and just type demo in here. So here's my AP approval. What I would do from here is I would actually go ahead and click recycle in here, and then go back simply to your print AP expenditure approvals, and go ahead and click print, and it's going to print just the one document the one AP approval that you deleted out of PaperVision. Now with this one, if you didn't delete the supporting documentation, all you will have to do is this will go right into your verification step. You can go in and verify the document and it'll be moved right onto the director after that is completed. The other piece that we have added since we have actually started is in the verification step. So let's say something gets to Tina or Amy and it doesn't look correct and they send it back to you. They will send you an email saying, hey, just so you know, I just sent this document back to you. Please go in and make the changes that need to be changed. Whether it's something in Tyler and you need to go through and delete that, like what we just showed you, and you re-import in that, or it's adding supporting documentation. So from here, you would come in and take ownership of the document. If you're just adding more supporting documentation, you can click at the very top here. You can click the scan new document or the add new document. That's going to do the same things as those scan and upload buttons that are on the side in that initial upload step. Once you've made the changes that need to be changed, if it is a new AP approval, you need to click verified so that it goes back to the director so they can re-sign it. If you just needed to add supporting documentation, it needs to go directly back to Tina. Just click reviewed and send back to Tina, and this will go right back to Tina's queue. to where she can re-verify it and then to Amy's queue. If you guys have questions on any of that, please contact Tina or myself, and we will be able to help you out. If you guys have any requests for videos in the future, just please send an email to mary@rmm-i.com, and I will be sure to try to make those for you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.